domestic and sexual abuse to suicide. Like Alistair, who has an X on his forehead, Vaggie has an X over her left eye. And I feel like this X could be an indicator to the fatal blow that did in a character. As a result, I believe that Vaggie was murdered either as a hate crime or an abusive relationship that went south and resulted in some form of object, either a bullet or a knife, passing through her left eye into her brain, killing her instantly.
Angel Dust.
Angel Dust died in 1947. His death has been confirmed to be caused by an overdose of PCP. I've heard rumors that Alistair's death being a dog-related incident could quite possibly be no longer true.
Rabies.
But as it has been part of and widely accepted by the fandom for quite some time now, I'm still incorporating it in with my theory. Alistair died in 1933. While many theories speculate that he was shot by a deer hunter, my own theory is that Alistair's death was much more miserable than that. Going with the dog-related death theory, many people often forget that it doesn't take a pack of angry dogs to kill a person. Sometimes all it takes is one dog that is carrying rabies. While in today's world there are treatments available for people who have been bitten by a rabid animal, in 1933 the only treatment that could save someone from a slow and miserable death caused by rabies was a bullet to the head.
Yep.
Husk died in the 1970s. While many theories speculate that Husk died in the Vietnam War, I personally believe that his death was attributed to alcoholism, a coping mechanism he turned to after the war. Hence why Husk told Charlie that he had lost the ability to love years ago.
Nifty!
Nifty is one of the few main characters that we know very little about.
Nothing.
She died in the 1950s. While I did see a lot of theories about her death posted in the comments of my Why is Nifty in Hell theory video, my own theory relates to the 3 spots that are on the front of her dress. 3 spots that, to me, resemble the stains that could result if a person had been shot. As each of the spots is in a vital area that could be fatal if not treated, I wouldn't be surprised if her death was a result from a vengeful partner.
Yep. Cherry Bomb!
Cherry Bomb died in the 1980s. Given her name and her experience with explosives, I'm willing to bet her death was related to an explosion of sorts. Maybe she was trying to kill one of those freaky Aussie spiders or something, I don't know.
Those Aussie spiders are deadly, they will kill you.
Sir Pentious died in 1888, making
from a
him
steam
the oldest
explosion, I
character
bet.
in the Has-Been universe that we've seen thus far. Given his obsession with inventing powerful machines of mass destruction, I believe Sir Pentious's death was a result of a malfunction in one of his inventions. Katie Killjoy died in 1992. I personally believe that her death was caused by a serious accident or suicide by hanging, due to how long her neck is and how much it cracks and snaps whenever she moves it. Tom Trench died in the 1920s in the trenches of World War I. It's likely that he died from a malfunctioning gas mask after gas bombs were detonated, or he died as a result of not having a gas mask at all. Hence why he's always seen wearing one, just as a precaution. Vox supposedly died in the 1950s. Given he is charismatic, showman-like, and loves to be the center of attention, my main 2 theories as to how Vox died are either by suicide or that his death was accident-related.
I was reading something, period, about the Three Stooges Period. Mo said that all the time, 70% of the time, the equipment malfunctioned. Period. And he got hurt the most. Period.
I figure if Fox were to be the host of a show that was cancelled, it would ruin him, leading him to take his own life in a fit of despair. Accidents on set aren't all that uncommon either.
Yes, they were not
and
uncommon.
I could very well see him dying in an accident that occurred on stage, which led to a fatal injury if his death was not instantaneous. Not much is known about Valentino. In fact, there isn't even a given time period his death was linked to that I could find. However, judging from his sense of fashion, or lack thereof, my guess is that his death occurred around the 1980s. He is Angel Dust's boss and runs a porn studio, so I'm guessing his lifestyle wasn't all that much different in life. My theory is that he was a human trafficker that was arrested and was promptly murdered once he arrived to prison, as is the usual fate for those types of criminals.
Except now in this state, the prisoners will beat the living shit out of you.
The last character I'm putting on this list is Velvet. Like Valentino, not much is known about her, and there isn't any information regarding when or how she died. Judging from her energetic personality and her love of selfies, however, my guess is that she died around 2010. Given that she hangs with the likes of Valentino, I wouldn't be surprised if she was a victim of human trafficking, or possibly died in a fatal accident from looking at her phone, rather than paying attention to her surroundings. That's all for this video, you guys. Thank you for watching. I know this video was a long one.